Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for September 8th, 2021. This one's about Lyft and the anti-abortion law in Texas. The Lyft president was on NPR this morning, and I guess I should first say, thanks for doing anything to try to help stop the law or put pressure on Texas to change the law. I don't know that I want to give him credit that he wanted to have for doing everything or being like, doing all they can, because his big claim was we're going to pay the legal fees of Lyft drivers who are involved in any of this stuff. We'll pay 100% of their legal fees as their kind of big announcement, the bone they're going to throw out. And the thing is, while paying legal fees is nice, I'm not saying, hey, I poo-poo to your legal fees. Like, that's appreciated. But the whole point seems to be you could put pressure on them to change and remove the law. Like, you have that power as a huge company to help rally pressure and put pressure on them. I'll get right back to that. But first of all, just paying the legal fees of your employees, and they're not your employees anyway, they're bit economy, whatever, gig economy employees. That doesn't pay their suffering and trauma and just dealing with it with the legal system or whatever other ramifications come with having this type of law applied to you. It's just not enough. It also doesn't address that maybe some drivers would be the ones turning people in. It doesn't acknowledge that if you employ a lot of people, some of the drivers might be of that mindset and try to cash in on the $10,000. It does remind me of my plan to just go ahead and take one case to court and have everybody report on it to collect the $10,000 from the state and bankrupt them that way. To just get thousands or a million people to report the same one and all get $10,000 each. But anyway, what Lyft could do, if it really threatens your operating, in one case, you could just sue them outright. Say, your law is targeting our business, our employees. Of course, admitting they're your employees might have helped that claim. Anyway, the point is, you could sue. You could do something to go ahead and challenge it now and say, this is directly threatening our employees, pretty much everybody we have working in Texas. Or you could bail out of Texas. You could say, okay, we're letting that however many thousands of people that is not have jobs anymore and removing Lyft service from Texas, and it would shift all the business to Uber unless people boycotted Uber for being the ones, just on and on. You can start something to put pressure on Texas, either putting those people out of work, unfortunate for them, but put it on Texas, or put the pressure on whoever does continue to operate in Texas, because we could all boycott Texas. That's one approach. But there's plenty of approaches that are stronger and more standing up for the rights of people. It reminds me of this interview they did with the Clubhouse guys who do some type of like chat room on online, like a voice chat room. And they say that they don't keep any records of the stuff. I'm probably just going to do a whole other video about this, because basically, they're saying we're not responsible for what people say on here because we're not paying that close attention, which is an invitation to all these terrorists. This is what they said in response to the question, what do you do about anti-Semitic or racist terrorists taking advantage of your platform? They didn't really seem to have a good response. Now, maybe they do. But the other side of that is surely someone's recording it, the FBI. But are the FBI recording it to eventually ever catch these people? Or are they like recruiting from these people? Is it, whose side are they on is what it comes down to. But we need to get everybody on our side against these terrorist networks and shut them down. So thanks for watching your Antifa News Briefa. I'll be back with more information.